Good day and welcome to the program Doing Business in Edo. Today we are going to be looking at a very vital aspect of businesses, talking about tax issues as it affects businesses in Edo State. And we have a guest in the house to do just that. Before that, I am Joy Musa Agedo and I have Obofuni with me.
Good morning. Thanks for being there. So all of us entrepreneurs and those hoping to start off new businesses, come over and let's learn how to do this business without it being stressful or burdensome.
Thank you very much, Obofuni. You must be a businesswoman, I guess. Right now we have Mr. Osaiti Okorua, Director Technical Services, Edo State Inland Revenue Services in the house. Good morning. Thanks for coming. Now, we have, prior to this time, we have issues that has to do with tax administration in Edo State. And these issues are laced with multitude of challenges ranging from lack of proper database for eligible taxpayers. And we have problems of a poor assessment, collection and remittance of taxes to the state government. But this present administration has been able to change all that through the introduction of automation processes in tax administration in the state. Can you throw more light on this new improvement in tax administration vis-a-vis it has to do with the new introduction of way of going about tax businesses in Edo State? Tax reforms, precisely.
Well, thank you so much, and good morning, people of Edo State. Edo State, as it is, has actually improved in the process of tax administration and tax collections. One of the key antidote to this is the introduction of the Edo Revenue Administration System, which is an automated system, a technology impact influencing the process or the way of doing things as against the previous mode of administering the collection of taxes. Today, you can before this time we don't have a robust means of data collection in Edo State. Data collection in the sense that as regards the registration of taxpayer, the assessment or profiling of taxpayer in a robust documentation process that the errors, as I mentioned earlier, has enabled us to do. Today, we have a process in we work straight to the Revenue Authority or Revenue Service. We get your information that's profiled you properly, vis-a-vis using the automated system. Get your data, profile you. Profiling means your information properly kept in the system now. So we have a housing. It's now a robust system, a robust technical warehouse, getting the names of all the taxpayers in the state. And then taking from after the profiling, we go to the extent of assessing them using the same technology. You can now feed your information into the system, and the calculation of what tax you're supposed to pay is pop up. And you see, it prevents those previous ways of when individual or human influence on what you're supposed to pay, maybe wrong calculation and so on. So it's calculated with a system, a robust machine who calculate the tax. You are sure of what you have been assessed this time because the basic principles governing the assessment of taxes is now applied straight without any human interference. And so the tax is calculated and then you accept the assessment. When the system complete the process of calculation, that's when it's sent to you. We can print a copy for you, but your own phone, I mean, the assessment is sent to you technologically because of your phone, you receive an alert as to what you have been assessed and what you're supposed to pay. And because of that, there's a very key aspect of it which involves the use of a payment code, which is called bill reference. So the bill that is sent to you cannot be referenced properly. If you understand the categorization of taxes, you will be able to know what you are being asked to pay, what you are paying for. But in the event you don't know, you can now call the office with ease, and someone can tell you clearly that this is what you have been assessed to pay for. So it's not a creation of imagination anymore, or what anybody feels like just doing. It is as regard what information you are provided and what tasks you have registered to pay for, and then you get your assessment. Thereafter, on your own too, you can start to make the payment from any of the payment outlet you choose. With the InterSwitch now, you can go straight to the bank, make payment, to get a printout, and as you are doing that, quoting that bill reference, the money settles, the amount you are paid settles automatically in your profile.
Wow.
And it's like opening an account for you, where what you're supposed to pay out is spelled out. You make payment, even without you knowing the amount I've settled.
To just reflecting
Reflected that you are paid. So the next thing now is that we process, because the clearance, the receipt is pop up automatically, also in the system. So we can now call you to collect the receipt of that payment.
Wow.
It's a seamless process,
That's good.
which the automation has assisted us to achieve that's against what I've been in the previous years.
Okay, sir. Well done, sir. Now, with this Edo Revenue Administrative System, tell us, how have you been able to tackle the problem of double taxation or multiple taxation? Because you see, some people frown and they can even get aggressive when, they have to pay for this and that and that and that, So how have you been able to tackle that? Because they normally will complain that they pay here, they pay their taxes, they pay to this other side and the other side. So let's just see how that can be curbed.
Thank you. We traditionally, it is designed in such a way that tax is based on law. That the Personal Income Tax Act governing the payment of income taxes, the Consumption Tax governs the payment of consumption taxes, levies, Tax and Levies Act governing every various aspect of taxation. I'm trying to correct that impression that people just come in. The way the law is designed, people are supposed to visit you and you pay your tax. Tax person, tax officer or collector is your friend. So we collaborate to make this time work.
Okay.
But that can be in those states currently, because of these complaints, the government of those states felt it's important that we have a single, a single compressed assessment that covers a wider spectrum instead of just one assessment that, as you have mentioned, that may be creating problem and misfeeling among the taxpayers. So then we have the consolidated revenue, consolidated assessment. We have collaborations with local government, Ministry of Industry, Industry, Trade and the Cooperative. They have an assessment, collect development levy, and the local government collect shop levy.
Okay.
Which are just mentioned, several persons coming with different assessments. We're in collaboration with local government and other ministries, wherein we raise a single assessment covering about 3 more or more assessments, and it's set to the taxpayer.
Okay, so if I pay for that, or if a taxpayer pays for that, it covers almost
It
everything.
covers that assessment that we group together for him to pay or her to pay.
Okay.
And so that is or reduce that influence into his or her business. Is to ensure that the business is run with ease and being frightened by, and also preventing the situation where people have different attributes and behavior, and so they can do come up with certain things. But with this single assessment, I'm going to control that.
Okay.
And with the motor parks, for example, we have a collaboration with local government also, wherein we raise an assessment that includes the personal income tax of the driver and the park or the park levy to local government. It's a single assessment. And so we try to, and it's still ongoing, you cannot exhaust all in a single attempt, but in as much as the service is interested in ensuring that we have a joint or a collection of assessment together to ensure ease of administration too. Because at the end of the day, the collection is shared according to the percentage are reflected in the assessment.
Now, another reform introduced by the state government in the ERAS is ERAS. And that is the Revenue Administration System. And this was done with the objective of simplifying the tax compliance process in the state. How has this EROS contributed to the expansion of the business frontiers in Edo State?
When you say contribute to business frontier, you are actually talking about making the process of payment of taxes compliant.
Yes, and the business community is
in,
having it easy.
In paying your tax, that's the area I'm trying to emphasize.
Yes.
The ease in transacting with the revenue authority.
Yes.
In paying your taxes. You see, as I mentioned earlier, when you have a system that allows you an interaction
That is it. Yeah.
between the service and the taxpayer, it is in a great margin reduce the stress, the pain, and all.
And
the
suspicion.
in particular. So it creates confidence in the system.
Yes.
And so the revenue service has done in such a way that the taxpayer can even contact you on their phone. Discuss with you the process. Somebody called me and said, well, come out, he has not registered his business. And they want to know what to do. So right on the phone, I was telling, well, if you want to register your business, did you the number of your staff in the office, do you have a deal of them? They say yes, okay. Get us, I will discuss with you. Get a clear picture of the number of staff. We will ask you those questions. Number of staff you have. When the center of your corporation, what line of business are you into? That can be done even through phone. And in addition to that, we can give you an invitation. If it's a day with you, come to the office, let us interact. You know, we have a widespread of offices today. And so we can send you to any of the offices to interact with you. Get your detailed, your as I mentioned, profile you properly, get your name, your object of business, the area you're actually majoring on, and the tax you're supposed to pay. For the owner, you have to pay your personal income tax, which may not be clear to them at the beginning. But now you are brought in, introduced to you properly, you have to pay your personal income tax. For your staff, as I mentioned, the number of staff you have, they are starting to pay their own personal pay as you earn. It's not personal income tax, but pay as you earn. That the deduction by the operation, by the company or the organization from its staff. If they are receiving income, they are, by the provision of the law of the Personal Income Tax Act, they have to pay their own taxes also. And so what you are going to deduct from them, they can educate you on how you can even do it by yourself, do the calculation by yourself. Because actually, law don't provide that revenue authority is going to be the one to do calculation for you. You have rights to self-assessment, which is a major area we're trying to ensure we build into the system.
And that calls for transparency.
Yeah. Now we will ensure that we build a system that before you even come to the office, you can assess yourself. You have a clear idea of what you're going to pay. So when you come to the office, what's they are giving you, you know whether it's right or wrong. Unlike what it was before, the person you meet can decide, we can be the tout.
Yes, yes.
Who will tell you this one doesn't want to pay, make calculation for you, rip you off your ad-end revenue, and so on. But today, we are trying to create a system that you can calculate by yourself.
Wow.
A picture of what you can do by yourself. And when you are now in the office and we are doing calculations for you, you are able to tell us where we are wrong. Because you are abreast and up to date as regards what the revenue administration system is able to do for you. So it's a system that allows you a clear picture of how you can transact with the revenue authority.
And business owners, they become partners in progress with the service.
That's it.
Good.
Well, sir, good. As a follow-up to what you just said, do you have like a form, somewhere someone can fill out something on the internet and download it anywhere? They can just go to the internet and download and fill.
We have revenue forms in the system.
Okay.
The issue as of today is that they are not fully operational yet.
Okay.
We still try to get around offices, and not because it's not possible, but because the challenge is also there that most of our taxpayers, we're just talking about technology, is a lot of people are not fully abreast with that.
Okay.
One, and others are not able to apply it or apply themselves to it, and so we still go around, get the forms to you in your locations to ensure that you fill on time, submit on time, and so on, because it is something controlled by law. This form was submitted within the first 90 days. That's for your personal income tax by the end of March, and you're not submitted, you're already at fault, and then we can go after you. But also the form for the employee of the organization, which I talking about the personal income tax, PSU, I mean, those ones too, they are there, but as I mentioned, not fully operational yet. But I think fully before the end of June or thereabout, because it's all the major discussion in the office today that we want to create a system that you can handle your assessment. You can provide for self-assessment. You can assess yourself by yourself. So, and that one cannot run fully without those funds be there, because it's not enough for you to just say you have assessed yourself. We have to assess you.
Yes.
Also, you are provided there, it just information for us to work with. So also you assess, we have to look at it also and do the assessment by ourselves. If it agrees, you can pay, but if it agrees, that will clear you. If you cannot agree, we do the assessment for you and show the difference, and you pay the conformity.
All right, sir. In 2021, precisely, on May 1st, Workers' Day celebration, Governor Godwin Obaseki made a profound statement that out of almost 2 million eligible taxpayers, only about 400,000 are paying tax in Edo State. Almost 2 years. Is the case still the same? How is the tax administration? Are people actually responding? Are they paying their taxes as expected?
Thank you very much for that. You see, paying tax as expected is the focus of the Edo Internal Revenue Service as a service.
Yes.
It's not inland, it's internal.
Yes.
Internal Revenue Service as a service. And the focus is the issue of compliance. That's a bit of focal language there, as provided by the law. A taxpayer has to be compliant as regards his tax that's not paid to the state. From what you can hear today, I know you have. So if you heard what he said, then I think you also heard where he himself in the fora explained that revenue generation in those states has improved, astronomically. And I heard that he mentioned a figure in one of the meetings where somewhere he said that those states is currently collecting an average of 4 billion naira monthly. If you heard that, and you heard this too, I think it's clear that there's a high level of compliance as of today. I can't tell you that any country maintains a higher 100% compliance as they are collecting taxes, but the level of compliance in those states
It's
have
appreciable.
improved. Appreciable.
Okay.
All right, sir. So now let me ask you this question. What general support is Edo State government giving to those that are constant, those that are consistent in their tax paying? What benefits do they get from, the taxes they are paying?
Thank you so much.
I want to hear that. I'm a taxpayer.
You know what you benefit because you did, for example, coming to this place alone. Coming to this place alone tells you the Edo State government is trying to impart on the citizens.
Yeah.
And I know you are fully aware of a lot of construction activities going on. What are taxpayer collection used for? It to be distributed back to the taxpayer?
Yes.
No. It's to enhance the living standard, the well-being, and general interaction of the citizens with their leader. There's nowhere in the world tax is just shared. Some client will tell you that there's a rebate, there's return to them at the end of the year. Return at the end of the year is simply a reflection of what you are paid. By record, I've exceeded what you're supposed to pay, and there's a payback.
Okay.
But the revenue of the state, as you have learned earlier also, that is meant for the improvement of the well-being of the people, providing amenities and development. What is the government doing with it? Every eye can see what's going on in our society as we get the constructions of roads, constructions of other infrastructures, provision of amenities, and striving hard to improve on the well-being of the people. And fortunately, I would say fortunately rarely, because our governor is one of those who believe that the well-being of the people is paramount in his agenda. And he has sang this, emphasized it, and have put all the efforts he can put it to ensure it. And so by what we are saying, we see that there's a lot of support. So, but On the aspect of maybe a payback, Edo State Revenue Service, by the end of the year 2022, gave out a lot of, gifts to a lot of organizations. So some wrote letters, which to the organization, they see those awards and letters as tangible gifts. But those who think business collection of tax is all about individual sharing, cash, and nobody does that these days. No country share its taxes too. It's a hard-earned income paid to you by somebody who has put a lot of effort to sustain his life. Out of it gets some money not paid to the state, and then you are going to give it back to share individual. No, it's going to be used to improve on their well-being, and I think you can attest to that by what you show us anyway, that the government is impacting the society. And when these things are made available, when the amenities, infrastructures are made available, business improves. TAR is placed along its path, and will do better.
Yes.
Because creating assets. And that's the focus of the current government. We put an access for everybody to be able to interact, do business, and be happy with themselves. When a man makes a lot of returns and make a lot of profit, he wants to pay tax too.
Yes. From what we're actually seeing, that our taxes are working in fact is what we see everywhere around us. So there's no dispute or argument about that. It's there for everybody to see. It's a clear case of your money is working for you in Edo State. We thank God for that.
And we just wanted to hear him say that.
Re-emphasize it, not hear
Yes.
him say it. Re-emphasize it, and you've done that. Thank you, sir. Now, if every eligible taxpayer in Edo State is listening to you right now, and you're opportune to want to talk to them, what will you say?
Thank you so much. Just as you are asking the same question, I think the taxpayer will be eager to hear something in that regard. The truth is that we want to totally encourage them that no country over the world do well without the pool of resources together to ensure the development of the society. We all belong to this society, and so if the society must improve, help businesses have to meet their own needs. A little contribution to the commercial taxes, levies, or whatsoever that is going to contribute to the well-being of the state. Tax is paramount. There's no that source of revenue. There's no that major source of revenue than taxes over the world, and we want to actually plead with our people to come up to register to pay your taxes. Some people did there who are into a business that maybe not so pronounced, and they're still staying back there, not paying their taxes. It's not right. If you want a better society, if you want a better amenities, you want a better system, a better facilities, and a better infrastructure, we want to plead with you. Come and register. Let's know you. It's not so much. It's according to your income. And then we're talking about the electronic system, so that in case you are set beyond your income, it will flag up. Popping your income and your assessment comes up, not beyond what you're supposed to pay. I don't think there are really a lot of people, let's put it that way. There could be some persons, who want to actually hide away. But their fear is, will that be properly assessed? Will the money be actually channeled to the appropriate authority to use? That's what they just associate in solving. We don't believe that your money should be used for other purpose. Let it go to the right source, pay it by yourself. Don't ever pay through any individual. There's no intermediary payment on taxes. It's your own personal income tax. Go and pay it, also by yourself. Go to the bank, ask questions. I want to pay by tax. Almost all the banks in Edo State receive taxes and revenue on behalf of government. You go there, tell them you want to pay your tax. The only thing that may strain for is that whether you have registered, you have a bill reference. If you have a bill reference, they key it straight and the money goes to the account. It's settled. You get an alert that you are paid, and beyond that you are paid, it has been settled. And that improves the system. So we are striving to stir up a lot of confidence in the system. You, on the other hand, reciprocate this effort by coming out to pay your tax, so that you can have a better society. as most government will tell you, most governors will tell you, that they didn't come with their own money or resources to work in the state to where every height you want to get to. But if you pay, and I pay mine, and we just make a collective contribution of this pool, we will also be able to ask the government someday, somehow. We paid, and you didn't do it. Everything cannot be achieved in a single goal like this. A continuous improvement in the system makes the business perfect. And so we want to really encourage our taxpayers that we are partners. We want the well-being of Edo State, and our dream is to get the best of this state. And doing this cannot come without your own contribution. So let's build the state that we want. Thank you.
Wow. Let's build the state that we want.
The
Paul, you
Edo
have
of our
anything to
dream.
add?
Thank you.
Making Edo great again.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. We have been speaking with Mr. Osaiti Okorua, Director of Technical Service, and that's Edo Revenue Internal Services. Yes, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. And well, you have heard from him. He says, let's try our best to do our duty so that the government will continue to assist us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Register, pay your taxes. Nobody is going to tax you beyond your income. And you're seeing what the governor is doing with your taxes. Your taxes are working for you. So keep paying and keep making Edo State great again. On this note, I want to say thank you for joining us today. Remember, same time, next week, same station, we'll be here again to bring you more on this program, Doing Business in Edo. Bye-bye.